get these 4 behind me, and I need 6 more. So I got to wait for them to come back or get in stock. And in the meantime, I've been totally displaced. I'm sitting on the floor right now, as you can see.
Jeez whiz.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I'm basically like,
Definitely a
now
WIP.
I really look like a hoarder, So
well, not so much. There's nothing in there. That's the only thing. They're kind of empty shelves.
Yeah, it's going to be everything's on the ground because I have to move the cases around to see what position I want them in before I put the shelves on, and then I put all the stuff on the shelves. So it's going to be like this for a while. I was hoping I would be getting it done by the end of the week, but since they ran out of stock, I have to wait a couple weeks for them. But I'm going on my Asia trip anyway, so.
Oh yeah, so can't wait to hear all about it. You excited? You ready yet?
Yeah, I'm super excited actually for it because I just don't know what to expect when I go out there. I've never gone out there with the intention to look for like hobby related stuff. So I'm excited to see what kind of goodies I can bring. I'm looking for I'm really excited for wrestling because we're doing the Wrestlecon in March, I think.
End of March. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on. There's also, they're going to have a Ring of Honor pay-per-view here on Friday, the same night as SmackDown, and they're all downtown.
I've already planned the March schedule for us.
Okay, so we have to we have to go to some wrestling too, Dan.
Yeah, I haven't even briefed you about it. We're gonna do a comic toy show Vegas. We're gonna do Wrestlecon, and we're gonna do a Dallas card show.
Sounds good.
And I think there might be one more thing. Hold on, let me look at this. I've been meaning to send you this for March. Let's see. Dallas card show. 1 week off. WrestleCon. WrestleCon. WonderCon. So there's going to be.
Whoa! The bell went off.
There's going to be Vegas toy show / comic show. Then
where is it? Is that in Anaheim?
Vegas.
Oh, the WonderCon's in Vegas?
No, this is different. Let me just tell you.
Okay.
So first week of March is a comic toy show. Okay. So we might have to go there and set up for cards. Then we got the Dallas card show.
Okay.
Then we have. Then we get 1 week off. Then we go to WonderCon.
Okay.
Then WrestleCon. So 4 events that month.
Good Lord. Man, that's a lot.
It's gonna be great. So I'm excited for that. But anyways, I'm gonna go out to Asia. I'm gonna be in Japan, Korea, Thailand. I'm gonna be looking for wrestling toys, vintage wrestling toys, vintage wrestling cards, Japanese cards if I can find it. Pokemon, I might be messing around with that stuff. Maybe some sports cards like soccer cards. I'm gonna be seeing what I can find out there, and then just whatever other toys, vintage.
You're
toys,
Dan. You're kind of going out, in and out.
Am I?
Yeah, there you go. Now you're synced back up again.
Okay. All right.
Well, no, you're not. But you're freezing actually.
Am I?
Now you're fine.
Are we good?
Yeah. Oh, so I sent you those photos of those white Schwartz boxes. Apparently, those things are really hot. I don't know if you've done research. So hopefully you can find a bunch of those bunny rabbit girls or those little risque ones.
Well, I'm not going to get into that stuff.
But I heard
my wife would not appreciate it.
Whatever. They're not that racy. They're just like anime. Yeah. But I heard they're really hot. A lot of white Schwartz was still selling in Dallas this week. Very popular.
That's good. That's good to know. But
anyways, those cards I showed you were like $30,000. So maybe you can bring some back for us.
Before we get into Dallas, let me finish up about talking about my trip here. So I'll be gone for about 4 weeks. So I will not be on between Two Slabs because of the time difference and everything like that. It's just going to be too hard to coordinate for me and Merlin. So in my place, Merlin will be holding it in Two Slabs every week. And Merlin will be holding it down, but he will have guest.
Oh, yes.
Will fill in for my place. Do you have a list of those, or is it going to be a surprise, or what?
Yeah, it would be a surprise. I mean, once I get locked down, everybody gave me a soft promise this week, but it sounds like it's pretty good. So I want to make sure it's confirmed. but we do have some great celebrity artists that I hung out with in Dallas, and then other people who are here, and they're definitely big in the YouTube community with cards.
Who's on next week? Do you have next week lined up yet?
We don't, but I meant it's either, but they're either next week or the week after. And then the other person that's with that person, you know who it is.
Okay, guys.
It's a big name. It's a big name, folks. I just want to confirm it with them. But yes.
Just
all I can say,
okay?
It's a big name who was in my live stream this weekend at the Dallas Card Show.
Okay, big name,
yes,
guys.
Big names. They have definitely tens of thousands of followers.
Okay, I need everybody to support Merlin and the guest host while we're gone. I don't want him to burn the place down. While
we will still be simultaneously telecasting from my channel and the Great Curator's channel while he is away.
Yes, so nothing will change. It's just somebody will be sitting in my seat for the host.
His ego loves the fact that he needs celebrity guest host to replace him while he is away.
Yeah. And I'm sure they're going to be talking a lot of shit about me when I'm gone.
Oh, you know
Merlin.
it. You know it.
Right now. I watched it on the replays. I wrote it on replays. But anyways, last thing I'll say about this: if anybody knows any good places in Japan, Korea, Thailand that have good hobby related stuff, cards, card stores or meetup groups or card shows or anything like that, let me know. And I will be on the hunt, and I will be making content while I'm out there. So,
you will.
Yes, definitely. I'll be making, doing all my normal stuff. Instagram. I'm going to try to do YouTube vlogs, and I've got a mission too. I'm going to bring 2 cards out there. Hold on. I got to show you.
Hey, Adrian, can you tell I got a new camera?
Okay, here we go. I'm going to bring, I'm challenging myself to do 2 things. Okay.
Okay. What is the challenge?
Number 1 is I'm going to be bringing 2 cards out there that I'm thinking have more international appeal than here in America. Okay. Number 1 is this Ronaldo rookie card. Okay.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
I'm going to see how big soccer is out there, and if they have any interest in something like this, and see if I can do a deal at one of these shops, because these cards are very rare, even in America. So I would imagine in Asia they don't really have many of these out there in this grade.
And how much is that valued at?
I don't know. I mean, it's all over. I mean, I don't know. I haven't even checked. Few thousand, like $5,000. I don't know, $10,000, something like that. But got this. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking Ronaldo out there. Plus, with Ronaldo right now, who knows where his market is with his current status. So I'm gonna take that out there and see if they like him. And then the other one, is this Kobe auto that I'm going to be taking out. This is the National Treasure on card jersey numbered auto. I hear Kobe's really big in Asia, so I'm going to take this out there and see if I can get a premium price.
But like where? Like Thailand, Korea, Japan, or all of them?
I don't know. I mean, I know China. I know China really loves Kobe.
Are you going to be in China?
No, but I figure like basketball is probably the most popular international sport
besides soccer, right?
Yeah, that people watch out there from America. So I'm going to take this out there and see if I can get anything. I wish I had like some Shohei Ohtani cards, because I think that would be pretty popular whenever I went to Japan.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I don't have any of those, so I'm going to be taking these 2 out there, and it's going to be a little challenge for me if I can move these out there. And
yeah, that's a big challenge. Those are big cards.
Yeah. So it'd be cool if I could do something, because I'm out here. I haven't been able to move them out here. So we'll see if I get more attention out there. But anyway, so that's the trip. I want to hear about Dallas. I've been hearing a lot of little rumors and posts on Instagram and things like that. I had a phone call with you, but now that you come back, now that you had a chance to like rest up and process everything, give me a summary of Dallas. I want to hear were sales good? What was hot? Were people in a good spirits there? Anything new? Tell me.
Well, first of all, my neck had never felt better like it had this weekend in 3 years. So
he must have made a lot of sales then, guys. Whenever his neck feels good, it means he made a lot of sales.
Seriously, I think it's really the injury is plateauing, and it's like it's definitely healing. So I'm not having to take his medicine as much every few hours anymore. It's gone from like 4 to 5 to now 7 to 8. So that's definitely a good sign. And I knew that's what Dan would say. I know you must have been in a good mood then if your neck's feeling better.
If you notice Merlin's a little bit more chatty tonight, it's because not medicated like he normally is, guys.
That's right. So I called Dan and I was like, dude, I hate to be a prior of bad news, but it's a great show. You're definitely going to be FOMOing. I felt like the
one time I missed Dallas. The one time I missed Dallas in like a year and a half. It's like, oh man, I was definitely pissed that I didn't go.
I knew that's the irony. I think it's because you weren't there, Dan. I think that's why I did so well. That's why I told everybody. But dude, I did as good, if not better, than I did this time last year when you first took me to Dallas Card Show last January of 22.
Wow.
I even started selling stuff. Actually some big cards. I made some sales and trades on bigger cards, like a couple $1,000 cards on Thursday to other dealers. I feel like the mid-tier stuff was the biggest seller, and I had a lot of cards actually that I brought that were anywhere like in the $50 to $100 range. And I normally don't take those out and put them in the display case because I want to move big cards, but I went ahead and did like some of the pop culture stuff. And it moved within like an hour of putting it back in the display case. I mean, it was like Dolly Parton, Beyonce, cards like that, the Snoop Dogs, because they were just like $40, $50. And I normally don't put them in because
low end stuff was moving. Like
it was moving really good. Yeah. And then like sports wise, wrestling wise, things that were like $100 to $500 range. Maybe, even below 1,000.
What was your highest sale? What was your highest sale?
My highest sale, well, I did a trade. It was my Stephen Curry auto, and I'm getting some cash and a Bowman Brady rookie for it. So almost like $2,000.
What's the value? $2,000. Okay,
almost
so $2,000 your highest. But you're saying that low end was moving well.
And then on Sunday, oh my gosh, Dan, Sunday was just as packed as it. I've never seen it that packed on a Sunday ever.
Because the Cowboys weren't playing.
Was that because they were on Monday night? Thank goodness. And I made a few $1,000s, and I wasn't even going to set up. I was just going to walk the floor and everything. And I was so tired. I actually had gone out to trade night every single night, and I hadn't done that in the last few shows. I'd only gone to on Saturday night with you.
Every card show that I go to, I always try to get Merlin to come out to the trade night, and he never comes. And the one that I don't go to, he's at trade night every single night. You heard it. You just heard it right there.
Yeah, I didn't get home till like 3:30 in the morning every single night. And then I slept in because the card show Nazi wasn't around to get me up early. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I probably didn't get there till like noon. I swear.
Oh my God, noon?
Yeah. And I did great. Can I
ask you what is up with that sweater? Is that Dallas Card Investor?
It was, yeah. They gave it to me.
Oh my God, they never give me anything. I help them with content all the time. I always promote them. They never give me a shirt, nothing. And they gave you a sweater?
Oh, yeah, they gave a bunch of goodies. They were like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Is that really? You have to pay for it?" They were like, "No, it's for you." And I'm like, "Thank you so much."
This is bizarre world right now, guys.
Oh my gosh,
what's going on here?
I was so busy those entire like Thursday. I didn't even set up on Thursday night till 7. Like time I set up, so I had 1 hour to sell stuff, and I literally sold like 10 cards in an hour. I never sell anything on Sunday either. Never.
Now, were people were these like people just attending a show, or were you selling to dealers, or what?
A little of everything. Yeah, mostly Thursday was probably more dealers than anybody. And then Friday and Saturday, Sunday, I saw a lot of great returning people. A lot of my Star Wars guys had returned, Marvel people. Somebody on Sunday bought all the Marvel I have left in my case. So I need Marvel again. Yeah, it wasn't that much. It was probably like 10 cards, but they were just like, how much you want for it all? I love them all. I love all your cards. I was like, thank you.
So
So
what's
like,
hot? Star Wars,
they-
Marvel, wrestling?
Star Wars wrestling was doing very well, especially with Chronicles. This was selling like hotcakes.
Oh, you got a Chronicles box.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it this week.
Oh, nice.
And then this was like $130 for a box. And then I bought a box of the new AEW Series 2. That was $80. And I opened that on the live stream on Friday night. And I got some.
Were people talking about Star Wars Galaxy a lot?
It was all over the place. Our friend James Lowe had tons of singles. Him and DAP Sports were selling lots of singles and boxes. They were selling theirs for $330. There was like a couple other tables that had them for $295, and they sold out by Friday. So James and Daps were the only people that had them for the rest of the weekend, and they were doing well. And then Daps was selling that trade night. He was even selling packs with his gang, and it were hot. We opened up a bunch of boxes. Daps had me open up a few boxes with him and some packs, and we were doing that all weekend. It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah, I pulled a
I missed it. I can't believe I missed it.
Atomic refractor of C3PO, the portrait, one of the first numbered ones. That was really cool. We saw Eric Estrada by whose pop count. He bought that Darth Vader superfractor on Saturday. He came and showed me. His hand was shaking, dude. His hand was shaking. He was so overly excited.
Let's talk about this for a second here, because I don't think people understand what this was highway robbery. What he pulled off here. So some dude pulled. So this is the story that I'm hearing from him. Some dude pulled the Darth Vader superfractor from Galaxy. So in Galaxy, there's like 5 or 6 Darth Vader cards. This is probably one of the nicer ones because it has a lot of gold on it. Okay, it's the one where it's called Darth Vader and Stormtroopers. And you can look it up. It's a really, really awesome card. Anyways, some dude brings it to him, sells it for $4,000. Okay, and he buys it. $4,000 for a Darth Vader superfractor, one that has really nice eye appeal on it. I think it's a steal because there was another Darth Vader superfractor that sold on eBay like 2 days ago for like $6,500, and I think that the one that Pop Count has is a little bit better than that one. So
it's the horizontal one.
Yeah, I think he probably got a steal on it. I think the card's probably worth $8 to $10,000, and he got it for $4,000, which is why you need to go to card shows. I always tell people this: you always need to go to card shows because you never know what you're going to find there. You never know what deal's going to pop up, and that's just a perfect example.
Well, he said that the person had pulled it in a pack the week before. They came to Dallas, tried to sell it. And of course, they saw Dap's table and it was all Star Wars Galaxy. So, of course, he goes up there first to offer it to.
That should have been us. That should have been us, damn it. He should have if he brought you that, would you have bought it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man. So he got a steal there.
Yeah, because Daps and his gang were over at my table at the time when Eric bought the card.
I feel like
he wanted to do a video on it.
I feel like Daps is like taking over in the Star Wars community right now. He is. Before it used to be just like me and you at the show with Star Wars stuff.
Yes.
Now Daps has totally like pushed us out of the way. He's taking over.
Feet are fully wet.
He's trying to create a monopoly on Star Wars cards. So, we're gonna have to step up our game if we're gonna compete with him.
Trolls, go after him now, not us anymore, please.
Go after Daps. Go after Daps. Leave us alone, okay?
You should have seen all the singles James had. What's his Instagram?
He's been opening Austin Sports.
Yeah. Austin Sports or whatever. Yeah. So check him out. He's he had
been opening
2 cases of it.
Yeah, he's been opening cases of that stuff.
And he was charging really cheap for the cards.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, he was really pricing them low. So hopefully he sold some.
Dallas was a success, right? You'd say
it was a huge success. I had one of the best times ever. Since you weren't there, I got to bond with a lot of other dealers and go eat dinner with them and spend some quality time just, connecting, making connections, networking. And so overall, it was a huge success. I give the show an A+ because it was a great experience for me, because I think it was really great to really have some bonding time with some other guys for once. And we went out for dinner every single night, lunch. Everybody was great to me. That wrestling family that always comes to my table, like every show, there's like a daughter and a son. And then the father kind of looks like Dax Harwood of FTR.
Okay, yeah.
Well, they offered me, Saturday night, they offered me to take me to Olive Garden for dinner, but then Sunday I couldn't go because I went with James and all those guys to PF Chang's. And then Sunday they were so nice, they took me to the airport.
What? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that type of hospitality. Only in Dallas do you get that type of hospitality. That's awesome.
I know, it was great. And Jake, across our table, he bought me, lunch every single day. He was so nice.
What?
We had a good time together too. We hung out at night. He was one of the people that kept me up till 3:30 in the morning.
You know what it was? You know what I think
happened? Kelly ripping the list. I had the best time. He's one of my new brothers from another mother. And we had the best time. We were acting like we were the Acclaimed, and we were going, "Scissor me, daddy."
Oh boy, you guys were scissoring people.
He made everybody do it, and all his kids were doing it with me, and I was like, "Oh, this is weird."
I don't want to hear about you scissoring kids, all right?
No, I didn't say that. No, I was just doing that. They all wanted to do it. They heard me, and they all got excited.
Can you explain to people what that is? Because people are going to probably call Child Protective Services against you.
Yeah, well, if kids are listening right now, close their ears, please. Scissoring is something that is a sexual slang term for what?
No. Explain to it in the terms of AEW.
Oh, okay. Well, it's what Daddy asked Billy Gunn. He's the manager of the Acclaimed, then Two Acclaimed, which is the rapper guy, Max Caster and Anthony Bowen. And they just get really excited, and that's their new motto thing. That's their new chant, and they stick their fingers out like they're scissors, and they all three do that like this and act like they're getting shot.
It's like a fist bump. That's what the kids do.
Yeah, it's like a fist bump.
Instead of doing fist bumps, they scissor each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
But little do they know that scissoring is
for the record, guys. For the record,
slang term.
For the record, me and Merlin have never scissored each other. Okay.
Well, you don't know that, man. When you were asleep.
All right. So I guess everybody's really nice to you because I wasn't there.
Yes.
People they had to take care of you.
People brought me some good stuff. I mean, I'm loading up for the Wrestlecon, and since I had a lot of wrestling out, wrestling was super popular. I sold a lot of wrestling slabs. I sold, oh my gosh, I had not only did I had slabs, but also had Raw cards of Kenny Omega. Sold every single one. Even I sold a bunch of wrestling to Luke the Cardist. The Cardist. Wow. Mm-hmm, he came over my table, but I sold all my Kenny Omegas. He was super popular. I sold all my Dan Housens. You know him, the comedy painted guy, funny and evil, whatever his motto is. So wrestling, Alexa Bliss was popular. There was a lot of stuff was popular. But it was a great time. It was just fun. Okay. The trade night was crazy. Thank you for having Luke and Rob take over your spot. I had the best time with them. I found that Luke is also a Pokemon Go player, so we made Pokemon Go friends, and we traded all during the show.
Low pop,
low pop count shop.
Wow.
So we had a great time together, and I learned a lot from those guys. And I also bought a, low pop count. His thing is buying BGS 10 pristine and black label slab cards. And he sold me for a really good price a BGS 10 pristine Zebra, was it Select? Drew McIntyre, WWE. Wow. Yes, I got it for a really good price. But people had a lot of wrestling singles out there, so I bought a lot from other dealers. Yeah, so I am ready for WrestleCon. I'm wrestling for wrestling. Dan, we've got to do this convention. We've got to go to some wrestling, dude, that week. We've got to vlog all this that week.
Okay.
We're gonna have a crazy wrestling week, dude.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing that. So I guess it's safe to say from Dallas, which is the first big show of the year.
They're back, baby.
They set the tone for the hobby hopefully for the rest of the year.
Yeah, they're definitely back.
Okay.
I made more money. I sold more cards and made more money on Sunday than I did the last 3 Dallas card shows combined.
Damn, that's saying something.
Yes.
That is saying something. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So Dallas is down, is over. The next big show to look forward to, which we're not going to, is Culture Collision. We're not going there, but that's going to be another big show that will hopefully continue the momentum for the hobby. And then it will be Burbank next month. So that's what we're looking forward to.
Yes.
Next couple months. Okay.
I will be there at Burbank Card Show, guys. So come see me.
Awesome. Okay. So let's transition real quick here. Let's talk about something briefly. We can talk about this.
What is it?
WWE. We were talking about it last
week.
Then as soon as we sign off, there's a rumor that WWE sells to Saudi Arabia, which just turned out to be a rumor. So now that's kind of like up in the air right now. So any thoughts since last week on this?
I just don't want that to happen, man. There's so many reasons, like just politically and culturally, that we should not be doing that. I hope they keep it within the family or just sell it here to someone else privately in the U.S. Please do not give it to the Saudis.
I would, I really don't care who they sell it to.
I do, though.
I'm still going to watch the product for if it continues to be what it is, right? Unless they change it drastically. But I think the perfect scenario for like some people to put together an investment group and go after it. If I was like The Rock, I would be going to all my connections, trying to put together some type of investment group to buy this from Vince McMahon. If it was me, if I'm The Rock, I go call up my buddy Shane McMahon. I call up my buddy Stephanie McMahon. I call up Triple H, and I might call up some other big names, and talk to a couple bankers, talk to a couple investment firms, put together a bid and try to buy the WWE, because that would be the perfect scenario for everybody involved. And I hope that they do that. I think there's going to be a lot of buzz around this for the rest of the year, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to affect the cards at all. I think people are still going to collect stuff. People are still going to watch it no matter what. But it'll just be interesting gossip. And if there is a big sale and there's a big name involved, I think that will help pop the wrestling card community. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Oh, most definitely. And I hope to God that Vince doesn't have full control of creative again. The show last night was a little weak. I did like the 6-pack match, but that was about it.
Yeah.
Everything was a little off last night, and I hope Vince hasn't got his hands back in it, but we'll see. I'm really excited about Royal Rumble. Hope you see it, get a chance to watch it when you're in Asia.
Oh, I'm definitely going to watch it. I might not watch it live, but I will definitely watch it within a day or two, because that is my favorite pay-per-view of the year, Royal Rumble. I love the run-ins. I love the surprises and everything involved with that. So I cannot wait. I hope that they bring back some crazy legends and things like that, because that's like the best moments ever.
Well, yeah. And then also remember that next week is the 30th anniversary of Raw. Do you remember when Raw first came on? Did you watch it?
I mean, I watched it as a kid. I don't remember.
How old were you in 93?
I was 11.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes, I was 23.
So yeah, like who knows? Well, usually with these anniversary specials, they bring back like some legends and stuff, and that's always my favorite thing. Mm-hmm. I always love seeing legends come back and do something cool. So I'm excited for that for sure.
And you know what was really good was last week's both AEW Dynamite and Rampage. They were definitely on their top game. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it. It was in LA. I tried getting tickets last minute. I was being very ambitious. I had just finished working on a bunch of reels for the Golden Globes, and I was exhausted trying to price cards. But part of me was like you, Dan. I was getting FOMO. I did not want to miss Dynamite, so I tried to buy some tickets at the last minute on StubHub. The seats, I didn't want nosebleed, so the seats I kind of wanted was like mid-tier. They were just up to $250 the night before. And previously, back in June, I'd bought them for $100 for 2 tickets. And I was like, that's too much. I'll just wait in the morning. They will drop. Well, when I got the next day on Wednesday, the day of the show, those cards are sold, and the mid-tier tickets were up to like $400 to $500. So I said, forget it. Glad I didn't do it. End up pricing cards, watching it on TV, and packing because I had to get up at 5 a.m. on Thursday to head to Dallas.
You know, I may be in the minority here, but I actually prefer watching things on TV because I like to hear the commentary.
Yes,
I've been to live events before, and you know, you don't know what's going on. You just watch it. You can't hear anything.
You don't hear the drama.
Yeah, you don't see different angles about what's going on, so it's hard to like really enjoy it.
I understand what the drama's going on about, right?
Yeah,
exactly. No, I do
there's
agree that.
There's a lot of downtime between the matches and stuff too.
Yeah, sometimes, but when it's live, they have to move pretty quickly, especially with like AEW because they show the matches and stuff as the commercials come on as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. But still, I like to see the audience. It's just fun. I don't know. I get a high from it.
I remember I went to SummerSlam one time, and it was like a 4-hour pay-per-view, but the actual filming was like 8 hours long.
Yes. Oh, yes. I bet.
I was sitting in my chair for 8 hours watching this stuff, and I was like, "Wow, this is too much."
It definitely was. Were you out?
I mean, I stayed the whole time. I watched the whole thing, but it was just long, you know. And after that, I told myself that I'm probably not going to go to a live event unless it's like really special, like WrestleMania or something like that. But even then, I'd have to be like in the front row to really enjoy it.
Okay, so we got to sell a lot of cards then, if that's what you want to do, Dan, in 2 months.
I want to know from our viewers here. Do you guys want to see us? Do you want to see me and Merlin at WrestleMania, front row with Between Two Slabs shirts on? And we'll do it.
That's EJ. I know he's in the chat room right now. He's already got his tickets, but he's like mid-level.
Yeah. We may have to raise the funds to get on there and represent Between Two Slabs at WrestleMania.
I know. But I want to do stuff. I mean, there's also ROH is having their first show in LA that week on Friday night, the same as SmackDown. They're all downtown because it's at the Galen Center, which I've never even heard of, but it's on Figueroa. And then I guess SmackDown will be at thecrypto.com, formerly known as Staples Center. So we've got to choose what we got to do. I just want to go to couple, man. I just want to get into the excitement of it, Dan. So we've got to go. So the conventions, I think, are over like at 2:00. So people can head out to the shows. So that's what we're going to have to do.
I just want to go to the meet and greet or whatever they call XS, WWE XS. Or Wrestlecon. I want to get pictures with Sergeant Slaughter and Bret Hart holding the Superfractor. That's my goal for that weekend.
And Sergeant Slaughter?
Yes, Bret Hart and Sergeant Slaughter.
You got to get it from Kelly.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, you do have it. Okay.
Yeah. Kelly has the Garbage Pail Kids art. That's
that's what it is. Yeah, I saw that one. He showed it to me.
I have the supers. So we'll see.
He also has that Kane sketch card.
Oh, nice. Yes.
He used to have the Sami Zayn one, but he sold it like a year ago for a lot of money, and that was before the Bloodline story.
Wow. Yeah. Very interesting. Okay, so let's move on to because I know we got a lot of comments here. A lot of comments. Let's move on to
talking about wrestling, Star Wars, the show.
Mail days. Let's do mail days. What do you have?
Okay.
Show off.
Okay, well, first, I didn't get to show you these, but this is kind of cool. I want to show the gang everybody these. These are I should have got these for Christmas, but I never got to show them. But my girlfriend bought these for me. I just want to, say thank you for Christmas present. These are the Patrick Mahomes special editions. So I'm going to wear these babies next Saturday during the game. So hopefully the Chiefs beat the Jaguars, even though I'm also a Trevor Lawrence fan, but I'm going to be pulling for Kelsey and the Mahomes. So thank you so much. I did pick these up. Yeah, I told you that I sold Kenny Omega, so I'm buying Kenny Omega right now because he is hot. Autos, non-autos, every single freaking year.
Why but
because he's just Kenny Omega, man. He's just like that trio match. I don't know if you got a chance to see it last week, but it was kick ass. It was the bomb. You got to watch it, Dan. That it was a best out of 7 series, and it went to Series 7 at LA last week. But I had a lot of his Bushiroad, which is the Japanese card manufacturing company that from like anywhere from 2011 to 16. I sold every single one, every one. So I bought a new one, the set. And if you don't know, also I have his rookie card. I had a PSA 10 of it. 5 people came back to my table at the show this weekend to see if I still had it. Unfortunately, it was the BBM Bushiroad. It was 2011, and I have it right here.
I'm going to look for that. I'm going to look for that.
Yeah, you got to, because it was a PSA 10 Pop 1. I had it priced at $1,500, and I ended up selling on eBay for $1,200.
Wow.
So, and he is with Ibushi.
Oh, yeah. They're a tag team. I remember that.
Koto Ibushi. So that's Kenny Omega's rookie card. And I'm really upset. I could kill myself. It's my own fault, because I did not know one existed. There's an autograph from that year too, from BBM, that's numbered out of 90. And there was one on eBay on auction. And it's pretty, all they do is show half this card of just Kenny Omega, but it's the same card. And then the rest of the card, it's the Kenny Omega autograph. And it was an SGC 8.5. It didn't even have an autograph rating. And it sold for like a little over $850 auction. I lost the auction, and I've never seen one listed, probably never will again. And I could just beat myself up for not winning that auction. That's my own fault. And then also out of that set is also, this is probably like the 3rd or 4th year of Prince Devitt. Well, you know who Prince Devitt is, correct?
Yeah, Finn Balor. Finn
Balor. And here he is in a tag team championship too. But his rookie is 0708, which is, I think this one too. I think this is an 07 or 08 one of Prince Devitt, but it's not autographed. So I got that one in the mail. And, Judgment Day is hot right now. And story-wise, you've been watching that, right?
They've been feuding with the Bloodline.
I know. That's going to be interesting, how they're going to do that next week at the 30th anniversary. And there's Solo Sikoa, Raider rookie optic that I purchased. I also purchased a bronze number 99 on-card auto, Lexa Bliss. She's selling well. I got this from one of Daps's model ladies. She's into the card market too. She's in the card hobby.
Really?
She's willing and dealing. And she sold me this prism of Darth Vader, the galaxy within grasp. So I did some trades with her. She also got a Beyonce card from me.
Nice.
And then, here you go. Shocking Wins auto of Charlotte. I got this during trade night. And here's an on-card auto of Charlotte. Got a great deal for these. Charlotte's back now in the WWE. Already, won the title on her debut, beating Ronda Rousey in the challenge. Oh my goodness. Here was a great one. These are hard to find, but I can't believe how cheap these cards are. But I'm going to probably be graded. It's a rookie auto of Sami Zayn.
Wow.
You see the rookie logo over there, right?
Yeah. So
that was a great purchase. And then what's the buddy who always brings us some like Brazilian stickers and stuff, who's always showing us stuff? Mark, yes. He came over and gave me a bunch of Brazilian rock cards from the 90s of like heavy metal, Metallic and Judas Priest and stuff. So he wanted to give those to me. He's such a nice guy. So he's always giving us stuff. And he also gave me the links to, search for like rare oddities. He had some really cool stuff he wanted to show me. He had some Japanese stickers of like 74 Bruce Lee, I think. And then he had some cool Star Wars stuff that he purchased. And it's definitely got to be worth a lot of money. I mean, it was really cool stuff. He had already sold some things from it as well.
Yeah.
And then I thought this was weird. I got this, James gave this to me because this is one of the art concepts.
Yeah, that Yoda that looks like Ben Franklin.
Yeah, it looks so weird. It's the weirdest looking Yoda. I was like, that's the weirdest card. I have to have that card.
Can you hold that up a little bit closer?
Yeah.
Like, look at this card, guys.
Yeah, he looks like a professor.
I need the super of that card.
This is the base card.
Yeah.
I know. I want that super of this one. There's a lot of cool cards in the new Star Wars stuff. So there's definitely probably, with all the inserts and everything, there's probably definitely a lot more cards in the last set. So there's going to be a lot more super fractors coming out of
Yeah, Star Wars is hot right now. Star Wars is still going strong, which is it's exciting to be part of that, and it's fun to watch all the pulls and sales and everything like that. So Star Wars is definitely still on a roll. Okay, anything else? I only got a few things to show off here.
No, that was pretty much it.
Okay, check this out.
Oh, the weirdest thing was I was going to tell you too before you show yours that on Sunday I bought a card from this guy. He said he wanted a raffle. I looked at it. It was this beautiful Leaf Decadence gold, one of one. It was gold plated. It looked exactly like a Transcendent card. Have you seen these Leaf Decadence? It looks like a Transcendent, and it had little gold, like speckled bubbles all over it. It was beautiful. I mean, and it was a dual auto of Hogan and Flair.
Wow.
One of one. The guy goes, I asked him how much he wanted for it. This is on Sunday. And he goes, $6,000. And I was like, oh, 6,000? You know how people are selling stuff like that. And he goes, no, dude, 600. And I was like, here you go. And then I was showing, I didn't even haggle. I was like, yeah, I'll take that, baby. I was like, I'm going to take that to Burbank or the WrestleCon. I'm probably going to grade it. It was so gorgeous. It was still like encased and everything. And then I showed some friends of ours. I'll probably tell you who it is later, but on the show I won't. And I showed them like, dude, I just purchased this for $600. And our friend goes, I'll pay double for it right now. That's my two favorite wrestlers. And I was like, crap, man, if you weren't a good friend of mine, if you were a stranger, I'd say no, because I really want this card so badly. But he's a good person, and I sold it for $1,200 right there within 30 minutes.
Quick flip.
Merlin the flipper. You never see that. So that was my story.
Awesome. Okay, let me see. I got a couple things, not too much, because I've been
saving for the trip.
Yeah, I've been trying to cut down on my buying habits, which is going to be a nice challenge for me, because when I'm away, I'm trying not to buy anything online when I'm away. So we'll see how long that will last. But picked up a couple cool things. One of them is this right here. This is a little oddball. This is a Transformer TCG card. Okay,
huge.
It's huge. It's a big card. It's as big as my head. I don't even know.
Huge,
it says Transformer TCG from 2019. I remember seeing these things in Target, but I don't know too much about them. But Ironhide, this is Ironhide right here. He's one of my favorite Transformers. I think this is just super cool. It's like a foil, like refractor type card. There's a back to it.
Oh, there is? So it's a special insert?
Yeah, it's like a jumbo size card. I don't even know. I don't know what the hell this thing is. I just saw it on eBay, and it wasn't that expensive.
Did you buy it graded, or did you get it graded?
I bought it graded.
Okay, and what did it come back? 10?
Yeah, it's a PSA 10 version of this. But this is pretty cool. Wow. You know, I like Transformers. I just don't collect a lot of cards. But this is a nice little display piece.
That's
for me.
Sweet. That's really nice.
So got that. Finally, after like a month, I got my card from the alt auction that I told you about a while ago.
Oh, right.
Okay. Here it is. It is a 1940s Superman #1, considered his rookie card. His first card or his rookie card. This is it. 1940s PSA grade 2.5.
Okay.
2.5. So I finally got this from alt. It was very difficult to get it from them. I don't like their system at all.
Why do you think it was difficult?
Because they make it, there's too many levels for us, for the consumer to go through to get the card. You buy, first of all, you win the auction. Okay. Then you have to deposit money into your alt account. That takes, unless you wire it and pay a $25 wire fee or whatever they charge you, you have to do like a ACH transfer. And you gotta like a direct deposit.
Oh, so you can't do like a PayPal, like
no PayPal, no Zelle, no Venmo, no credit card. You got to do an ACH transfer, and you got to link your bank account. So it takes a couple days to link your bank account. Then you got to do the ACH transfer. It takes 7 to 10 days. Every time I did a transfer, it takes 7 to 10 days. Then you transfer the money, you buy the card, then it goes into your alt vault. Then if you want it to ship to you, because I need to have my card in hand. I don't like giving my cards to the vault. So if you want it to ship to you, you process it and then they have it shipped to you, but you don't know how much they're going to charge you for the shipping or the withdrawal fee. They charge a fee to take it out. So you got to go through the process first. Then they tell you. Then you got to deposit more money in to cover that. Okay. And then that takes another 7-10 days. And then finally you get the card sent to you, and it comes pretty quick. But then you got money stuck in there that you can't take out.
Ooh.
So it's a whole thing. I did not enjoy the process at all on it, but sometimes when there's a rare card, you got to jump through a bunch of hoops to get it. But anyways, here it is. Superman's rookie card, 1940s. Very strange that DC cards are not as popular as Marvel cards, modern, but vintage these DC cards like this one in a 1966 or 1960s Batman card, or 1966, right? Batman card, still very, very coveted, very valuable in the hobby. So
nice.
Right there.
I knew it was going to be one of those. Those cards are really blowing up right now. The Superman vintage cards.
Mm-hmm.
So that's his really true rookie, right?
Yes. His first card.
Love
Some
it.
people get all bent out of shape when you say, "Oh, you can't call it Superman's rookie card.
Gosh.
Superman never played sports." Let me just tell you guys, rookie card is just like a term of art in the hobby. It means their first card. It means like the card that everybody wants, right? So that's why we call it. It's not like we think he played sports or anything. But anyways, okay. Then the next one here. This is a little oddball piece.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna like this one.
Do you recognize these photos at all?
Where they came from?
Yes. Do you know why these photos are significant?
No, it's dated in 1980, so I have no clue what happened around 1980 with these two guys. This is before Hogan became super popular.
These are this is Major League Wrestling. It's a program that you would get at a wrestling show, right?
Yes.
Very thin. It's like 6 pages, so it's like paper thin. It's a program.
Okay.
These are the photos from the 1982 All-Star Wrestling set, which is Hulk Hogan and Andre's rookie cards. We have.
They are okay.
We have.
Hey, Emily.
Can I help you, Emily? Okay.
Hi.
Go to mommy. Go. Close the door, please. Sorry about that, guys. Okay,
so that's the one that's on the All-Star, for both of them, Hogan and Andre the Giant. Okay, yeah. And I had one recently. I had a PSA 1 that I sold pretty quickly.
So these are their photos, and it's pretty cool that they use these photos from the magazine to make those cards.
Oh, that's crazy!
And inside this magazine, you can order the set of those cards. You can see the ad. So
did you try order them again?
So I got this, okay. But here's the thing. Let me just tell you about this.
Ooh, look at the back.
Here's the back here.
See Gorilla Monsoon over there.
Okay. I ordered this, and it came slabbed by CGC, like a comic book.
So you bought it slabbed already.
I'm not going to do it all the way, but I can pull this out, and I can. Ooh. There's a gap here. There's a gap.
Oh, no.
So what do I do with this, guys?
Is that normal?
I hope not, So I want to get it reslabbed, right? But what do I do with this? I already contacted the seller on eBay, and he just refunded me. So,
oh wow!
I guess, do I reslab it? Do I regrade it? Do I clean it up?
Yes.
Because I talked to my comic book guy, and he said, "Yeah, we can try to clean it up a little bit, maybe get a grade bump or something like that." So
sounds good.
Yeah,
go for it.
This is.
You got refunded, so you use that money.
Yeah. So this is pretty cool collectible to have here.
That was nice. And how'd you discover that?
I follow different accounts on Instagram, and I see people post these things.
Okay.
And I just go on these things that late at night I scroll on my phone, and I just go down these research rabbit holes where I look for
oddball stuff. I love it, man.
So I got that magazine. Okay. This is another magazine here. This is not slabbed. Okay, but I want to show you this.
Oh my gosh. No, I actually remember that.
This is 1984. There's Ric Flair. There's the Road Warriors.
Paul Hellering.
My favorite tattoo. Okay. On the back here, you see Dusty Rhodes.
Okay? Oh, yeah. Tommy
The
Rich.
reason I got this magazine, and I have to be very gentle with this, okay? This is from 1984. This magazine is almost as old as me. On this, right here, you can see it right there.
Totally Blanchard.
The Wrestling All-Star ad where you send $5 in to buy the entire set. $5 to buy the set of the Hogan Andre the Giant rookie card. just the set itself, a sealed set of this, probably worth about $5,000 to $8,000 just for the sealed set as is.
Wow.
Okay, and it was $5 back in the 1980s.
If I had known,
so,
I had known when I was 14 years old.
Just a cool piece of wrestling history that I picked up there. Okay. And then
I would get those magazines too, Dan. Did you know that?
Yeah.
That 14, I was really a big, since I was wrestling in junior high, I was into pro wrestling then too.
That stuff is cool. And I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a lot of people grade these things now, guys.
Are you going to get it graded then?
Probably. I mean, I got it so that I could actually read it. I wanted to read it. So I bought it.
And reminisce?
Yeah. I bought it like loose like that.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And plus, I like the artwork, or I like the picture of the Road Warriors on there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Anyways, okay. And then the last thing that I'm going to show off here. Well, I'll just show off one more thing. This is like nothing. This is nothing big or anything like that. But I just want to show it off real quick. Okay. I got this Power Rangers.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is the Megazord. Okay. Yeah. The reason I'm showing this off is because Netflix just announced they're having a 30th anniversary special on Power Rangers where they're bringing back some of the original cast.
Okay.
So I thought this was timely to show off.
And what year is that toy?
It's brand new.
It is?
Made it this year, yeah. But it's a pretty cool thing.
It is. Nostalgic. I like it.
Okay, and then last thing I want to show off here is I talked about this last week. I've been talking about this for a couple weeks now.
Here you go.
Here is the Boba Fett Superfractor from 2022 Galaxy Series 2. The infamous Boba Fett. That's what it's called.
Oh, right Superfractor.
Look at all that gold. Look at all that gold, baby.
Superfractor, 1 of 1.
Yes, I'm gonna have
Series 2 with the black border.
Yes, I'm gonna have Striving for 10s clean this up for me, and I'm gonna send it for grading, and hopefully I get at least a 9 on it, and then it'll be in the vault after that, in the curator's vault. But I'll be showing it off at all the card shows. So there it is, right there. Okay.
One of our friends, Philip, he already showed me he had the complete rainbow of the Liam Neeson character already engraded. The Superfractor he already got back, huh?
With the Super.
With the Super, and the Super came back a 10, PSA 10. Like all his cards came back 9s and 10s, and he had the complete set already.
He's not messing around.
No, he's not.
Okay. All right. So with that, anything else you want to talk about before we go into comments?
No, let's just go with the comments because I see a lot of things that I can answer that I was going to talk about, but I'd rather have them in the comments section. Carlos, good evening, Dan and Merlin. Good evening, Carlos. He's got his Star Wars. Andrew, last week Dan said something about the Star Wars Galaxy being above all the other sets. Why is that? Due to design, characters, numbered, etc.? Dan, care to elaborate?
Yeah, so this is going to be a preference thing. I mean, if you watch our stuff, we're going to be talking about this because we like it. But I would, for me, in my opinion, it's because they're unique artwork. So with most Star Wars cards, they're like a portrait of the character of the live action character, or they're like a screenshot from a movie or TV episode or something like that. But with the Galaxy, they're actual pieces of art that were commissioned by various artists. So they all look cool. They're all unique. They don't get reprinted or anything like that. And that's what makes the Galaxy special. And Galaxy has been around since 1992, I believe. There's 8 or 9 series of Galaxy cards that they've made the last 30 years. And then just the first series that they did in 2021 is when they chromed them out. So, so imagine, right? All the thing that we love about modern cards is that they're shiny. That's what it is. We love chrome stuff. So they basically took a catalog of cards from the last 30 years. They picked the best ones for Series 1. They chromed them out. They created refractor variations of it and superfractors, and they put it into the set. And it was very well received. It was a big hit, and that's what blew up the whole Star Wars card market. And then they came out with Series 2. So for those reasons, I think the Galaxy stuff is what we like to collect. Now, if you talk to other Star Wars collectors, like older guys, they love different sets. Masterworks comes to mind. and some other things that people collect. But for us, we like Galaxy. But you can collect whatever you like. And just, just whatever appeals to you. But for us, it's Galaxy.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Somebody showed me some comment of like in like a Star Wars message board about like some of the OG Star Wars collectors talking shit about us that we don't like, we only like Galaxy for whatever stupid reason, and that's not real Star Wars stuff. And it's like people need to understand that you can collect whatever you want, right? It's just it doesn't matter, okay? Just collect whatever you want as long as you enjoy yourself. There's not necessarily one better than the other, but if you look at what is in demand, you have to acknowledge that some things are a little bit more high demand than other things like that, like Galaxy is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because it's just more appealing. It's more appealing to many other people out there, which is why what creates the prices, the higher prices compared to other sets that maybe people don't collect as much.
Yeah, and then people are always going to want the autographs out of every series.
Well, most Star Wars stuff is like crap.
Yeah,
most of the autos are crap, but
if you get one from a main character, then that's really special.
It's the refractor variations that are so collectible. Even the base cards are cool. I really love the base cards on these sets, but it's the refractor variations that are so special because it's the atomic, it's a prism, it's a wave, the mojo, the X fractor, and the super fractors are what makes these sets special. Okay?
Definitely.
All right. So apparently some breaking news here. I don't know Jay Briscoe, so I'll just highlight that.
I think he's with Ring of Honor. Yeah. I mean, he's one half of the tag team champions in that division. So that's terrible. I heard it was a car accident, I guess, today. I looked on YouTube, and all of the wrestling YouTubers are already posting already about this information. So check it out.
Very unfortunate.
That's terrible. Yes. Adrian, CV Sports Cars, gentlemen, happy Tuesday. Like the belt, Merlin. That's the AEW belt. Shavaki, hello, everyone. Emmanuel, what's up, y'all? What's up? Adrian, again, Dan, you forgot in March Union Marketplace show, too.
Oh, yeah.
So we won't be there. I mean, we might go, just attend.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be set up at the Union Marketplace. I might go there.
Yeah, that's something maybe we should just go and hang out.
Yeah, we'll talk about it as it comes up closer. We'll talk about it. There's so many shows, guys. We have to. We just can't be at all of them, So this year we're going to be very selective about the shows that we go to, but we'll help promote all of them.
Yeah, right now, definitely. Those are great guys.
Right now, the next big show that we're going to be looking towards will be the Burbank card show, which is going to be very interesting to see if they can duplicate the success of the first Burbank show. Which, I don't know what's going to happen because they went to a venue that's like 3-4 times as big, right? They're hosting it on Super Bowl weekend. Okay.
Right.
They're doubling or tripling the amount of tables that they had at the first show.
Yeah. It's almost as big as Dallas car show used to be at like 600 tables.
So it'll be very interesting to see if they still have the same level of demand and activity that they had the first show that they did. I hope they do because I really want a marquee show in my backyard where I can drive to it, and all the shows so far that have been around here have not been on a Dallas size level. So I hope that this show can continue to build, and I hope they do well. One thing that I've heard that they have this strategy that I've been hearing some rumors about that I think is going to help them is they're bringing in outside vendors.
Yes.
So their strategy, Burbank's strategy is like bring in outside vendors, make the local people support the show with the foot traffic, bring in dedicated buyers that will put money into the show, that will circulate around the economy of the show. And that's been their method for success, right?
True.
So we'll see if they can duplicate that for this next show. I'm very excited for that.
And I actually have Adrian helping me at the Burbank Card Show. Shavaki, wow, Dan, that is going to be fun. Yes, she's talking about Asia.
My Asia trip here.
Definitely. I wish I was going with you. James, hey guys, did you guys see that CEO at Leaf at Dallas show spent $100,000? I was wondering why my eBay was going crazy this weekend. LOL. No, I didn't.
Crazy.
Yeah, what's his name again?
Brian something. I don't know his last name. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. No, I didn't even see him really this time.
Something I'm wondering here is, in the hobby, Leaf does not command as high as, Panini or Tops or, Upper Deck, right?
No.
Leaf products, people kind of shy away from because they're unlicensed for like the sports teams and stuff like that. Although I don't think like this is something that makes me laugh all the time when you show like a pop culture card and people look down on it because it's not licensed, like a boxer, for example, or a celebrity or a wrestler.
Right.
They say, oh, it doesn't have the logo, it's not licensed or whatever. It's like these people don't walk around with logos. You know what I mean? Like they don't. It's not like a sports logo, like a team emblem or anything like that. So that just makes me laugh every time people say that. But I feel like Leaf, like how much demand does Leaf products have? Like how do they make money? You know what I mean?
They've been doing pretty well with the pop culture stuff now and the autos of celebrity athletes.
Like who buys that stuff? I wonder. Like, I mean, I know we buy the singles, but who's buying like boxes to rip and things like that? That's what I wonder.
A lot of people do. I mean, when we were at the National, those Pop Century boxes were selling out. They were like $250.
I don't even think I've ever seen one, to be honest.
Yeah, they were selling them there, and they were just going out style. And the guy pulled a dual auto of Amelia Clark and Kit Harington and sold it to me right there for like nothing.
Okay, so let's just say that they sell the Pop Century stuff, but like, what about the sports stuff? Like, who's buying the sports stuff?
A lot of people are who can't afford like a $3,000 Erling Haaland and now a 22 Haaland of a Leaf, even though it's a sticker, you can purchase for like $400 or $500 versus $3,000 to $5,000.
Interesting, very interesting.
The Pele's, I had 3 Pele autos and they sold right when he died.
If anybody collects Leaf products in the chat, let us know. I'd be interested to hear your opinion.
And I had just bought a green metal of Jalen Hurts auto, and I got it to grade a PSA, and it came back at 10. I paid, when that card came out, I paid $75 for it. It was numbered out of, I think, 5. And I sold it this weekend, believe it or not, this is true, for $750.
Wow.
Yes.
Interesting. When did you, how long did you have it for?
Maybe like a month.
Oh, Jesus. That's how you do it, guys. That's how you do it. Merlin makes it look easy.
Yeah. Just buy them when they're cheap, man. Sell them low, and hopefully you get a 10 back because they grade very well, believe it or not.
All right.
CV sports cards. Dude, is that what it is? Vibrant. You are radiating. Oh, is that he's talking about me?
No, he just has a light on his face this time, guys. I was
That's my new camera, Adrian.
I was saying usually he doesn't even turn on the light in his room, guys. It's always dark, but now he turned on the light.
It's got 4K.
He's got a flashlight on his face, so that's why.
I need to give Dan one now. It was only $125 on Amazon. I saw Kelly Rippin List use this in his because he does a break every single day. He holds the world's record like for over 1,000 straight days of breaking. So I watched him.
He holds the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yes, he holds the Guinness Book of World Records. He's not only in the Softball Hall of Fame, but the Breaking Hall of Fame.
Crazy.
Jake Ryan, OC. Maybe they have a sumo champion card in Japan. Who knows? Or maybe those are popular, Dan.
If I can find a cool sumo card, I would definitely get it.
City by the Bay. What's the drink of choice tonight, Dan? Yes, you haven't told us. What is it?
Oh, I'm just drinking soda water and some sweetener. So
okay, that's it.
I have a little club soda, and then I have this little sweetener that I put in there. So that's what I like to drink.
Carlos Est. Good evening, Dan and Merlin. Good evening, Carlos. Big John Collector's Cards. What's up, fellas? What's up, Big John? James again. All YouTube guys were at Dallas spending big money. Yep, they were.
Including Merlin.
But there was also a show I heard in Palm Beach, but I don't think people were at it because I saw the social media content creators at Dallas. Emmanuel Delgadillo, thanks for being live from Dallas. Thanks, Emmanuel. Yes, I had a lot of good guests on that night. It was a lot of fun. including this guy here, Papa Jim. He had a time of his life with me too. He stayed up till almost 3 a.m. with me. Hello, guys. Well, I didn't get to see it, Dan. Hello, guys. Sorry I'm getting in late. DCS was great this time. Dallas Card Show. Leo. Hey, guys. Are y'all ready for the Burbank Card Show? I'll be setting up as well at Burbank, and I will have lots of wrestling at my table. Let's have some drink shots on Thursday night. Birthday celebration. Let's do it, Leo. Are you an Aquarius, brother? Vintage card collectors. Daps, as annoying in person as he on YouTube. Oh, most definitely.
He's the worst, guys. He's the worst.
Especially with the model assistants.
Yeah.
Who are selling me cards now, who are willing and dealing and tenderizing me.
That's so funny.
His models are tenderizing the Merle. Culture Shock Collectibles.
You wish his models were tenderizing you.
Not like that. They're sweet. They're very sweet ladies. Hey, guys. Merlin, good seeing you in Dallas. Dan, how was Japan? He hasn't gone yet. He's about to leave. And good seeing you, too. GC. I thought that was the great curator. I saw him in the chats the other night. I thought this was you, but it's not. First-time caller, long-time listener. How was the Dallas show? It was amazing.
Okay.
Axel, good to hear from you, Axel. Thanks for providing some context for the scissoring. Yes, it has many connotations. Global sports card investor. Hello, my hobby brothers, and hello to you from Australia. City by the Bay. You guys should come down to AEW Revolution first show in San Francisco. I mean, go up there. We're down here, so we have to go to San Francisco. Yeah. When is it? I'd love to go, man. Is that the pay-per-view?
I'm kind of like thinking maybe when's that New Japan show in Japan? I'm in San Jose.
There's one in San Jose because they always have them in Long Beach. I know that, but there's one in San Jose.
That's when what's her name?
Sasha Banks or
Sasha Banks
Mercedes
goes against Kyrie Payne. Yeah, for
okay.
the title or something like that.
It'll be soon.
I don't know. I forget the date, but
it's got to be. Yeah, let's find out.
That might be interesting to go to.
Mm-hmm. Global sports card investor. My father lived and trained with the Heart Foundation in Canada back in the 80s.
That's pretty awesome. I wonder if he had any like pictures or stories to tell about that.
Where's that? Like, where's that? Winnipeg? Where was it?
I don't know. Ontario.
The Stu Hart's Dungeon.
Yeah, Ontario or something.
Yeah, I watched that on the Tales from the Territories. That was pretty entertaining and informative. Emmanuel, Burbank Card Show coming up. Will be my first show attending. Wow. All right, that's awesome. Emmanuel, come look for me. I'll be selling graded guards and wrestling and everything. So come say hello. Andrew, there's a rumor, very unlikely, that the Khan family will be interested in buying WWE and even willing to keep Vince McMahon on board in some capacity. Yeah, it's all over YouTube.
Can you imagine?
That's crazy, man. It's like the reverse of what he did to WCW, DCW.
Anything can happen. Guys, it sounds ridiculous, but anything can happen in wrestling. Like literally the most craziest things you can imagine, they can happen in wrestling. These things can't happen in any other type of sport or business or anything like that. But literally in wrestling, anything can happen. That's why I love it. And you never know what's real or what's not. Oh. Like
I know, right?
The worlds of reality and TV stories, they blend together. So you never know what's real. You don't know what's a work or what's a shoot. You just have to kind of enjoy it for what it is.
I mean, people are even telling me that the whole CM Punk thing is a work, and that he's going to be back soon in AEW. So who knows?
Yeah.
EJ, what's up, EJ? Speaking of Burbank Card Show, here he is. Heard Merle is buying the WWE. Yes, hopefully I can sell some more wrestling cards at the Burbank Card Show. Maybe I can be a minor owner.
Yeah, so EJ here. EJ is known as Dynasty Mode on Instagram. Fun fact that maybe not a lot of people know about, but I know it, is that he started off selling wrestling figures, and then he transitioned into cards, and now he's transitioned into a show promoter. So who knows what the next evolution of Dynasty Mode will be. Maybe he'll turn into a wrestling promoter or something like that. He'll have his own indie show that he'll start promoting. But if anybody I'm totally going to get him on this one. But if anybody needs tickets or table positions or anything, if you need anything for the Burbank Card Show, you DM
EJ Dynasty Mode
on Dynasty Mode on Instagram. He has all the time in the world, so just DM him. He will get back to you really quick.
Yeah,
tell him I sent you.
I think his handle is EJ Dynasty Mode.
Yeah, tell him I sent you.
He loves going to wrestling. He loves talking wrestling with me. I love hearing about his wrestling tales.
Yeah, and he's always buying a lot of wrestling cards.
Yes,
too.
he is, and selling them. Michelle Dallas, EJ. Papa Jim, The Rock buying WWE might be cool. He already bought with a group, the defunct XFL Football League from Vince McMahon for $15 million in 2020. EJB Tube, question. Why are there redemptions for Galaxy? It's not like they were waiting for autos to come back. Will these become chase cars? Got a Vader unplugged. Yeah, I don't know about this. I wanted to know the same thing. Dan, do you know much about this?
I think they're just rushed in trying to get some of these cars out. Like you can even get redemptions for base refractors, which is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Right? So I think they just rushed it out for whatever reason. I don't know how that stuff works. But that's why they have the redemptions, right? Because they couldn't get those cards out in time. So they put those stupid redemptions in there.
Yeah, we talked about this the other night, and I was even confused to why there's 4 cards from Series 1 in Series 2, and they think that was a mistake, and it was so rushed that it was already too late at this point to replace them.
How can it be rushed? How can it be rushed? Like,
I don't know. How do you get through management like that? That's crazy.
I would love to talk to somebody in their design department or something just to find out what is the process for making a card, right? When you design it, when you get approval, when you send it for a prototype, then you get it printed and you see the final product. Like, I would love to hear the process so that we can understand like how missteps like this happen in that process. Let me go back to this Papa Jim's thing. I want to comment on this.
Go ahead.
So this is really interesting here. So I love anything that has to do with like business strategy or investment strategy. I love to read about that and love to talk about that outside of the hobby. But this is a great example of this. So for you guys who don't know, Vince McMahon starts the XFL, an alternative football league, right? He reboots it. He started it once. It was a failed endeavor. Then he starts it back up, 20 years later. And then COVID hits. Unfortunately, COVID hits, and then he has to shut it down. So he ends up just declaring bankruptcy, sells the whole thing. And he probably invested, tens of millions of dollars into building the league up. It declares bankruptcy, and then The Rock puts together an investment group and buys the whole thing for $15 million, which is a lot of money, but for what it is to start up a league, it's probably like 10 cents on the dollar for what he bought it for. It probably cost Vince McMahon over $100 million to build up the league. The Rock comes in, buys the licensing for it, probably buys all the equipment, whatever infrastructure they have, he buys it, and now he's going to reboot it. And I just think that's a brilliant strategy of what he did. And now he can claim that he's a football league owner. But they could probably do something similar to that, put together an investment group and buy the WWE, and I think it would be awesome. So very cool to see that develop.
Carlos, Sergeant Slaughter is the best. I met him once at JFK Airport. Very nice guy. He was one of my favorite wrestlers. Mine too.
I met Sergeant Slaughter at the G.I. Joe convention one year.
You did?
Like 10 years ago. I had him sign I had him sign a couple things. I had him sign like my picture, which I have, and then an action figure, which I have. But I met him and I said, "Hey," I said, "How you doing, Sarge? I've been a big fan of yours." And he said something. I forget what he said. He said like, "Thank you" or something. And then he said, "At ease, soldier," afterwards. And I was like, "Oh, he's in character." It was so awesome.
Did you salute him back?
Yes, I did. I said, it made me pop. It made me pop big when he did that. So awesome. Yeah.
Chavaki, that Superman is such a beautiful card. It is. I knew Dan would be looking at those. Or you're probably going to be looking for Batman next.
Probably.
I knew it.
Building that rare collection.
Yeah, because those who don't watch Junk Whack Investor, like every week they do a vintage non-sports top 10, and those cards are always on there in the top 10 lately, including the Disney card too, Walt Disney and Mickey's. from the 30s. So I have a feeling Dan's watching that every single week and buying those cards.
Mm-hmm. Comment.
Oh, Superman dope card. Yes, it is. I thought I saw that one. Looks way better than the 2.5. It does. It's got nice eye appeal, right, Dan? Is that why you bought it?
Nice eye appeal and no creases in this. So
do a lot have creases since it's the #1 card?
For like low grade stuff. And then it's an old label. So here's the question, guys. See the old label?
Yeah. Good plus.
I definitely want to upgrade the label because some people are very particular about this stuff. Like if it's an old label, they want to pay you less for it. So whatever, right?
Really?
So I'll get the upgraded label, right? But do I dare crack it open and have it, you know, see if have it regraded and see if I can get a grade bump. Maybe
I think you'll do okay.
You know, do I dare do that? I don't know. We'll see. It might be interesting.
Talk to one of your cleaning guys. Carlos, that Superman card is definitely a PC card.
Oh yeah, everybody needs it in their collection.
James, please sell me that Hogan and Giant Andre the Giant magazine. He just got it, dude.
It will be available at some point. I'm actually gonna get it reslabbed, and I might even get it pressed and see if I can get a great.
I think you should.
Yeah, it's not that expensive, guys. It's like a couple $100, but it's a cool piece of memorabilia.
Jake Ryan OC, I got the Vintage Vader Redemption 2. Oh, is that from the 96 Finest? I'm ready for the next sets. The Obi-Wan set, next Chrome, and Masterwork.
Masterworks will be cool. I like the Masterwork sets a lot.
You open a few of those.
Yeah.
Axel C, amazing Hogan and Andre the Giant piece curator. I love the historic programs. I precisely spent about $300 on soccer programs tonight. Wow.
Oh, wow. Dang.
City by the Bay, Dan, you need to start rocking a chain of a slab. Yes, he does, like Daps does with our Kurosawa.
I need Slabmags. I need Slabmags to make some type of adapter, and then I can wear it as a chain. I think they had a prototype, but I haven't had access to it. But I need to have like an adapter for my Slabmags. But I do have this. I want to show you this real quick here. I got this at the Del Mar Card Show. I can't remember the guy's.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's Instagram, but I have it saved somewhere. But check it out. It's this cool like little art chain that he made for me. He didn't make it for me, but I bought it from him because I thought it was super cool. It's a little Honus Wagner chain here.
Honus Wagner, is that worth 1.5 million?
Oh, at least because these are definitely real diamonds, real gold chain, real diamonds. Wow! So I got this here. If you guys like that, one of one.
Looks good with a sweater.
Oh yeah, it's my new look.
Jacinto, Dan received the giveaway today. I wanted to say thank you. What did you give away?
I had for over the holidays, like during Christmas time, I was doing giveaways like every week. So I was sending people all sorts of stuff like Pixar cards, Marvel cards, wrestling cards, Star Wars cards, just sending people a bunch of stuff. It was fun. I probably sent out like 30 to 40 different packages to people all over the place just to try to start off their collections on all these weird pop culture things. So appreciate that. Appreciate your support.
I was going to tell you, Jake, across from us, he had a bunch of Pixar singles, tons from all the boxes he's opened up, just like you, and he sold every single one this week.
Damn it. See, that's another reason I wish I was there.
He was so excited. He made tons of money, he said, from them.
Wow.
Dexflow Toys. Merle, can you sing the lyrics to the American Nightmare Cody Rogue song? No, I can't, even if I wanted to. Don't make me. Can't wait. Hopefully he comes back. Rumor is he's going to be at Royal Rumble, in the Royal Rumble. Jake Ryan OC, definitely 21 over 22, though. Galaxy Chrome as a series for sure in the top 3 for collecting Star Wars. 22 has awesome artwork, just more limited with the great autos and no artist names. Yeah, that kind of bugs me with the no artist names. And then plus, it's going to probably be harder to get a dime grade out of it because of the black borders. And there's probably, bigger distribution than Series 1 from 21. So 21 is probably drying up. and everybody's buying 22 right now. So the hype is big right now for 22. So maybe wait for it to settle down. If you want to buy singles, I don't know. I mean, Dan, are you buying singles right now for 22? I mean, you obviously bought that super fractor.
No, because they're all over the place. So I'm not, and I know there's going to be more in a while. So if I'm patient enough, I can probably get better pricing.
Mm-hmm.
So unless the only thing that I would be buying right now would be super fractors, because once they're out there,
okay,
you're not gonna be able to get it again unless you're paying a huge premium on it.
And then how about like lower ones like X Fractor or Red Refractor, the 10s and 5s?
No, I'm not messing around with any of that stuff. Maybe the Mace Windu Barrage, because I like that a lot. So if I see a purple refractor come up, I might try to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting to see. I'm just paying attention to see where they is right now.
And are you still going to be buying from the Series 121 set?
No, I already got all the cards that I want. I mean, if I'll do deals at shows, like I'll buy, sell, and trade at shows to move products and stuff like that. But it's not like I'm not like looking for anything specific because I already have all the cards that I want.
But do you think Series 2 will still help 21 set?
I think so, because Series 2 is actually going for more money. What I've seen. So I think that a lot of people don't even know that Series 1 exists. So as people get deep into Series 2, they will start looking back at Series 1, and they're going to get excited about that too, because in my opinion, Series 1 is better. The artwork is better, the design is better. So I think that people will eventually go back to those sets. It always happens like this. When people get into something, they always want to get into the newest, most relevant product. But after they have their fun and they get educated about it, then they will go back. They always go back to the older stuff, right?
Gotcha.
So then, they'll go back to 2021. And I bet you at some point, they'll probably go back to the paper series, the 90s stuff at some point. All right.
Okay,
I'm looking at this auction right now. I might make this bid on this. We might do a live bid on this auction.
Okay, let me hit Leo up here then while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Leo says the new Japan show in San Jose is sold out. It's on February 18th. Dang it. I want to go. Maybe there's some on StubHub. I guess
you would go to San Jose for that?
Maybe. I'd love wrestling, man. I'd love to go. Be kind of fun. If there's other stuff going on that week too. See, Vintage Lord Canada arriving late to the show. I'll watch from the beginning later tonight. You do that. See, and then we got Big John Collector's Cards. Has everyone forgotten about the Star Wars Finest? No, but I mean, it's just a cheaper brand, isn't it?
I mean, it's different. It's just a different product. I don't think that people forgot about it. I just think that, some people collect that stuff and some people don't. Personally, I looked at that stuff, the Finest, and the refractors on that, they're not that much. There's like 6 refractors or something like that, right? And I think that there might be like 1 or 2 of them that actually appeal to me. It's just a different product.
Right. I mean, the art looks just so great in all the Galaxy sets. They're so good.
How are you doing? I'm not going to go for this. I was looking at this Hulk Hogan. This is the 1982 All-Star Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Right here.
And that's where he's flexing, but you just see his head in the portrait.
So it just ended. It was a PSA 2. I was thinking about doing this.
It was a PSA 2?
Yeah. So this is the picture right here. Right
here. See, I wouldn't even known because all you see is the head of Andre and Hogan.
Yeah. So that's that card. And I was thinking,
funny you could detect that.
Yeah. I was thinking about trying to get like low grade cards of this because
me too.
It's a card that everybody wants. So I think that they're pretty liquid.
I had the Andre PSA 1 and it lasted 1 card show for me. That was it.
Yeah. So I think the low grade stuff is the play to make right now, because just like what you were talking about Dallas, your highest sale at Dallas was $2,000 and most of your transactions were like under $100. So definitely like low end cards are what's moving right now.
My Simpson autos were hot too. Those redemption ones. I sold like the Homer, the Lisa Simpson, Yearly Smith one, and then the Harry Shearer one. I sold those for like $300 to $400.
Wow.
So they
Simpsons
were
is going to
popular.
be big at some point, guys.
The Equworks sets from 2000. They were very popular. Jake Ryan, I just want more Star Wars, but agreed after having the cards you want, Superfractor hunting is the next move. Yes, Dan has started the Superfractor hunting.
That's my strategy, guys. What I do is I buy low numbered rare cards. That's just what I try to do. I might change up the strategy. Who knows, but for me, for what I've been doing the last year, just like low numbered rare cards, that's my strategy. So that's why I look, I only look for Superfractors, anything under 10, number 10, things like that. But it makes it it makes it very difficult because they're hard to find. So I don't buy. So it's both positive and negative. It's very hard to find these things, but it's fun for the hunt. But it also saves me money because I'm not buying stuff all the time. But when I do find something, I have to pay up for it.
Good.
Yeah.
Did you buy the one that sold like last night or today? It was the Superfractor of the Spanish version of Star Wars poster. It sold for like $2,500.
Yeah, I saw that. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting to see that sale.
It lasted a day on there because I put a watch on it and then I was almost going to, and it sold so quick.
Our friend James bought Luke's One-Eyed Monster Superfractor.
The One-Eyed Monster. That's from Series 2.
Yeah.
The trash compactor one.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, James has really got James in the bug big time.
Every time James gets something Star Wars, he's like, "Damn you influenced me. I ripped the case of this, or I bought a box of this, or I'm collecting these singles, or I bought this super." He blames me for everything.
Oh my gosh, if you'd seen this the Blade cases this weekend, you would think he'd opened cases of them. Just cases.
He did. He opened cases of it. I think he opened 2 cases.
And then he said whatever he doesn't sell this weekend, he was going to open up because he can't take it.
Yeah, that guy's addicted. He does his own product. So if you guys don't know who we're talking about this. He's a wax dealer. Name's
Austin
James.
Sports Cards or something.
Yeah, he's based out of Austin, Texas. He's a wax dealer, but he opens up his own stuff, which is very dangerous.
Yeah, Austin Sports 8.
Yeah. So, anyways, okay. So I think we got to all the comments here. Let's wrap this up.
Sounds great.
We're making good time here. Anything you want to plug or highlight?
No, like I said, you weren't there this Saturday. So I ended up doing a show on Friday night. I got so busy on Saturday, I didn't do one on Saturday. So we did it on Friday and had lots of guests. So check it out. I even had a kid named Aiden who was a sports card expert. He was only 9 years old. Very articulate kid. Check him out. He opened up the box of AEW with me. I had DAP Sports. I had Pop Count. I had Stefan. I had Papa Jim, who's a viewer. I had a lot of the viewers there. Just tons of people coming in and out. So check that out right now on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and smash that bell button. I'm going to open up this box of Chronicles this week, maybe some more cards. I'm going to have some celebrity guests, so make sure you subscribe. It'll also be on the Great Curators channel as well, every Tuesday night, still at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time on the Great Curator and Merlin Cards YouTube channels. So make sure you tune in every Tuesday, and I will post in the next coming days or whatever, by the end of the week, who the celebrity guest host is, and they will be celebrity guest host. Believe me, trust me, you're not going to want to miss these shows. We may not even have the creator back on. They may be too hot.
I'm being replaced, guys. This is going to be a Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady moment. I'm gonna sit, and then I'm gonna lose my spot.
You're gonna come back without a job, Dan.
Yeah. So I need everybody to please support Merlin. Help Merlin hold it down while I'm gone. Make sure you tune in, make sure you comment, all the normal stuff, but we want to make sure that Merlin is not too lonely when I'm gone here. And please make the guests feel welcome, whoever they are, who are filling in for me. And if you guys don't already, please subscribe and follow both of us here on YouTube, but also on Instagram, because on Instagram is where I'll be doing most of my content while I'm away on my trip. Okay. So if you guys want to keep up to date and see what I'm doing on a daily basis, just follow me on Instagram. And then, yes, I'll be back in a few weeks.
Yay.
So
Can't
with that,
wait.
thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it. And we will, or Merlin and the special guests will see you next week.
We will. See y'all.